Assalamualaikum to respecting panels, Prof. Madya Datin Dr. Arni Abdugani, Dr. Noadilah Muhammad Zain. We are supervised by Prof. Madya Dr. Faiz Izwan Anwar. So my name is Nur Khairin Atira binti Cik Kamar Zaman and my research partner.
My name is Alvina Dubra Anastasia Ending. Today, we will present our final year project which is titled The Role of Rainforest World Music Festival in Promoting Local Tourism Development and Evaluations of Festival Attributes. So moving on to the first slide, which is background of the study. The Rainforest World Music Festival is a major culture event in Sarawak, drawing over 26,000 visitors in 2024 according to the author, which is Sarawak Tourism Board 2024. It helps preserve intangible cultural heritage through performance and workshops and support local economics through tourism and craft sales. However, issues like limited infrastructure, low community involvement, and environmental concerns threaten its long-term success. Next is problem statement. Although music festivals like Rainforest World Music Festival have shown great potential for tourism and cultural development, most existing studies focus only on their economic impact or general visitor satisfactions. But there is a very little attention given to the specific festival attributes like infrastructure, food services, or accessibility, even though these play a vital role in shaping the overall visitor experience. For example, problems related to venue layout, poor signage, sanitation, and transportation can discourage attendance and reduce enjoyment. Food and beverage services, which should be an integral part of the festival experience, are often treated as a secondary. This gap in this research makes it difficult for organizers to make targeted improvement. A more detailed and integrated understanding of how these elements influence visitor perceptions and satisfactions is urgently needed according to the author Tenford and Zhang 2017 and Nguyen et al. 2019. Next is research objective and question. This study is guided by 4 main research objectives and 4 main research questions. The first objective is to evaluate the perceived value of the Rainforest World Music Festival among attendees and its contributions to the festival overall appeal. Number 2, to analyze the quality and effectiveness of the festival infrastructure in enhancing visitor experiences and satisfactions. Number 3, to assess the role of the food and beverage services in shaping visitor satisfactions and the overall festival experience. Number 4, to investigate the impact of accessibility, for example, transportation, locations, and facilities on festival attendance and visitor satisfactions. For the research questions, what is the perceived value of the Rainforest World Music Festival among attendees and how does it contribute to the festival overall appeal? Number 2, how does attendees perceive the quality and effectiveness of the Rainforest World Music Festival infrastructure in enhancing their experience and satisfactions? Number 3, how do food and beverage services influence visitor satisfactions and the overall experience at the Rainforest World Music Festival? And the last one is, how does accessibility, including transportation, locations, and facilities, impact festival attendees and visitor satisfaction? For our framework, there are 4 independent variables which are perceived value, infrastructure assessment, food assessment, and satisfactions of the accessibility. And for our dependent variable is overall satisfactions. Satisfactions is the link to the revisit attentions and the model of the combines both emotional and practical elements that contribute to the festival success. Research hypothesis. There are 5 hypotheses guide the study. H1 to H4 is independent variable hypothesis, while H5 is the dependent variable. Hypothesis number 1, the overall worth of benefit that visitor believe they receive from attending the festival. Hypothesis number 2, the quality of the physical facilities and amenities available at the festival. Hypothesis number 3, the variety, quality, and availability of food and beverage at the festival. Hypothesis number 4, the ease of reaching the festival venue, including transportation options and locations convenience. Hypothesis number 5, each of the independent variables play a role in influencing visitor overall satisfaction of the significance of the study. Theoretically, this study extends models like perceived value theory and soft goals to festival settings. It also uses environmental psychologists and experience economic theories. Practically, it offers insights for organizers to improve infrastructure, foods, and accessibility to supporting both visitor satisfaction and sustainable tourism. For the literature review summary, the literature shows that satisfaction is influenced by perceived value according to Zedholm 1988, infrastructure according to Gates 2008, food quality according to Holbrook 1999, and accessibility according to Mason 2003. This element shapes experience and affect loyalty, word of mouth, and revisit intentions according to Yoon and Uisal 2000. For the research methodology overview, a quantitative deductive approach was used. The target populations includes local and internationals. Purposive sampling ensures only those who had attended Rainforest World Music Festival was surveyed according to Etiquette et al. 2016, and the data was collected via online survey to explore how key festival elements influence satisfactions. Instrumentations and data collections, a structured questionnaire using a 5-like scale was distributed via WhatsApp and Instagram. Items were adapted from validated studies including Lee et al. 2017 and Zhang and Zheng 2015. Although the goal was 3 to 400 responses, but we successfully collected 2003 valid responses from actual Rainforest World Music Festival attendees. For data analysis plan, the survey underwent pre-testing for clarity according to Bolarinwa 2015. SPSS was used for data cleaning and descriptive analysis. Hypotheses were tested using smart PLS and multiple regressions. This dual analysis approach provided both statistical significance and practical insights. That's all from my part, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Next, we move on to the key findings from our study on how Rainforest Musical Festival influenced attendees' overall satisfaction. Over 2 months from June to July 2025, we distribute 100 of questionnaire to attendees shape the satisfaction of Rainforest Musical. In terms of demographic, 53% were female and 47% were male. The largest group of respondents fell within the 18 to 24 age range, making up 34% of the total. This was followed by those aged 25 to 34 at 26% and 35 to 44 at 19%. Meanwhile, older age group were less represented with 15% age 45 to 54 and just 6% age 55 and above. When it comes to the travel experience, 32% of the respondents were frequent travelers. Both novice and occasional travelers were shared the same proportion, which 27% each. Interestingly, 14% of the respondents choose to not to share their trip experience with others. To ensure the reliability of our survey, we conducted a compact alpha test which measured the internal consistency of our questionnaire. A value above 0.70 indicates good reliability. Our findings shows that the food assessment variable recorded the highest compact alpha score at 0.890, indicating very strong internal consistency. This followed by infrastructure assessment at 0.882, perceived value at 0.865, overall satisfaction at 0.829, and satisfaction of accessibility at 0.775. These results affirm that the items used in the questionnaire are both valid and reliable, making them suitable for further analysis. Our survey also analyzed respondent satisfaction using mean and standard deviation values. Starting with perceived value, the highest mean score was 4.53, showing attendees felt emotionally impacted by the festival. However, the lowest was 4.26 for affordability. Next, for the infrastructure assessment, the standout was the quality and diversity of music with mean of 4.55 clearly. The lowest score 4.24 related to site arrangement. Under food assessment, local food producer and organization received the highest rating at 4.53. Meanwhile, friendliness of stall operator was slightly lower at 4.35, though it's still positive, suggesting that while service was good. For satisfaction of accessibility, pedestrian safety received the highest mean of 4.52. In contrast, the perceived distance between transit points scored lowest at 4.34. Lastly, for overall satisfaction, both concert, timing, and sound quality topped the scale at 4.45. The lowest score, 4.34, was the artist selection, still positive. To determine which role influenced attendees on overall satisfaction, we conducted a regression analysis. This allowed us to measure the strength and significance of each role's impact. Our findings shows that the perceived value had some influence on overall satisfaction, although the beta value was 0.054, suggesting a weak positive relationship. The p-value was 0.740, which is far above the significant threshold of 0.05. This tells us that the relationship is not statistically significant, and we therefore reject this hypothesis. In contrast, confirming that infrastructure assessment has statistically significant influence on overall satisfaction, with the beta value was 0.047, also indicating a positive relationship. And the most importantly, the p-value was less than 0.0001. In other words, the festival's facilities, cleanliness, and the layout were strong contributors to attendee satisfaction. Regarding food assessment and overall satisfaction, the beta value was 0.510, showing a much stronger positive relationship. The p-value was 0.002, which is statistically significant at the 0.05 level. Lastly, the effect of satisfaction of accessibility was tested on overall satisfaction. The beta value was 0.043 and the p-value was again less than 0.001, indicating a statistically significant relationship. Our hypothesis testing revealed insightful results. Hypothesis 1, which proposed that the perceived value influence overall satisfaction, was not supported. Despite a positive value beta, the result was statistically insignificant, suggesting that the attendees may have value other experiential element over cost or emotional value. In contrast, Hypothesis 2, Hypothesis 3, and Hypothesis 4 were supported. All showed statistically significant positive relationship with overall satisfaction. This means that the element like well-managed facilities, diverse and high-quality food offerings, and easy, safe access to the venue play a major role in enhancing the festival experience. So we move on to the discussion. The Rainforest World Musical Festival doesn't just attract crowds because it's affordable. So our data shows that what truly matters is on-the-ground experience. Surprisingly, even though people acknowledge fair pricing and emotional enjoyment, those weren't enough to significantly predict satisfaction. This study, while insightful, does come with a few limitations. First, it focused solely on one event, the Rainforest World Musical Festival, so the findings may not apply to others' festival or location. Importantly, we only capture the voice of attendees, leaving out perspective from performers, vendors, or organizers. Moving forward, future research can address these gaps by including longitudinal data and mixed method approach. This would deepen on our understanding of festival satisfaction and help shape inclusive festival experience. To conclude, this study confirms that the Rainforest World Musical Festival plays a significant role in shaping positive visitor satisfaction, while food infrastructure and accessibility were found to significantly influence satisfaction. This suggests that tangible aspects like facilities, food offerings, and smooth access matter more than personal value judgment. Overall, attendees were highly satisfied with the concert quality, atmosphere, and overall experience. This insight shows that Rwmf is more than just an event. It serves as a strong cultural tourism product that leaves lasting impression and support sustainable tourism development in Sarawak.